God damn.
What?
I don't know, bro. We recorded more shows too, but it just feels like, you ever put the headphones on? I just feel like you just never had them on in like 2 weeks, 2 months, or nah. Maybe because you don't be getting haircuts like that, so it don't feel.
That's true.
Sometimes.
And I always wear a hat.
I got a hat on.
I always
got a hat on. I put that shit on today. I felt like I was fucking.
We gotta hide the hairline.
It's like how sometimes you stop at a T-box and you got the driver and you're just like, what the fuck is this? Fuck, I'll pause. This big stick I'm holding right now. I don't know what to do with this fucking thing.
We are trying to get the game up. What's up, everybody?
Bad. We need to go to the fucking range. Fuck a pod.
I know. Fuck the podcast. We gotta get back to the range. Get these all-day golf videos back up on par.
I gotta see these clips.
Yeah, we'll have some clips coming out soon. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the All Day Everyday Show. On our rebranded,
God, the
new,
bro. That shit is killing me, bro. Every second counts.
Gambling centralized show. I think we're having a lot more fun doing this and having a little bit more of a structure and niching down for everybody out there that's been here from the beginning. Just niching down to what works for us and what we've kind of been accustomed to these past couple years of doing this. So happy you're here. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today. We'll kick it off with one of our favorite cappers from the NFL season that joined us every single week for the entirety of the NFL season, Kenny McAndrews. Kill Kenny.
Oh, free.
We'll just talk about one of his bets.
Disgusting.
From a couple days ago.
Like, what a ticket.
This was Dinger Tuesday.
What a ticket.
So it was plus 8,479 odds. He had Wenzel Perez for 2 total bases at plus 150. Mason Wynn for 2 total bases at plus 140. Paul Skeens for 7 strikeouts and the Pirates to win, plus 125. Mackenzie Gore, 6 strikeouts and the Nationals to win over the Braves at plus 210. And then Alek Manoah, 5 strikeouts and Toronto Blue Jays to win at plus 105. That was a $117.94 bonus bet to pay out just over $10,000. And the crazy part about that is every single thing hit in that ticket except for Manoah.
Insane ticket, dog.
Who had 3 Ks.
Bro, 5-legger. He had Nats money line over the Braves in there.
In Atlanta.
2 total base guys. Like, that's a crack parlay, bro.
Crazy
to get out to
parlay.
the last and then lose to the injury. I feel like we're always pouring one out for Kenny too, bro. Not as much during baseball season, but like that's definitely like a basketball and football season type thing. But bro, like we gotta pour another one out for our brother, bro.
Manoah had 3 Ks in the middle of the second inning, and then he got
you're cashing,
and he was done. So we knew he was going to get 2 more strikeouts. Blue Jays did end up winning that game, so that would have hit. So he was 2 strikeouts away from 10,000. The big debate that he was tweeting about was if FanDuel would just void that leg, and then obviously like the payout would be smaller than 10,000, but still would be exactly. So 3 Ks
bro,
in the middle of the second. When you get
in those situations, like let's say you lose, let's say you're down to your last like the parlay, and like I don't know, let's say you have a money line, the player gets hurt. Do you root for it to lose, or do you root for it to win?
If it's one leg left,
it's the last leg, and say like something happens where it's like.
But you're saying one of the other legs already lost?
No. Let's say you have a 5-leg. Let's say you have a 5-leg parlay. You're down to the last leg. Let's say it's a money line, and then let's say something fucked in the game happens. Let's say like a player gets a bullshit ejection or something. Are you now rooting for that ticket to lose so you can be like, yeah, this is how I fucking lost, or do you want it to win still? Like, you know what I mean? Or maybe not like that example, but maybe like a Kenny example where it's like I'm not gonna hit the ticket anymore. Like let's just say like Manoah fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you would be rooting for the Blue Jays to lose.
Like would you want the Blue Jays to still win? Because like I looked back at this ticket when I saw it on Twitter and I was like, the Blue Jays won 3-1. Like wow. Like you know what I mean? Like that's just so fucking sickening.
I think sometimes that's a tough argument because it was the same game. But if it was like one other leg lost earlier in the night in that parlay, I would root for something else to lose. I've been in that position before.
No. Yeah, when you put in like when you put in those like bullshit Sunday morning anytime touchdown score parlays, like the 1 o'clock guy doesn't hit, and then you just look back later, it's like, wait, everything's hitting. And then you go to the Sunday night football game, it's like, okay, don't score, Justin Jefferson, like please, bro, because now I'm gonna be fucking sick.
I got to tell you about this crazy ticket too. So Langan actually had in the Stars game, it was game 3. Jason Robertson ended up having a hat trick.
Yep.
He had him for 2, and he had him for the hat trick.
Yeah.
It was a total of $65. on 2 separate straight bets that paid over 5,200.
How the fuck are you putting it on Rafa to get a hattie?
That's what I'm saying. So
Jesus
shout out you,
Christ.
Leg.
Shout out.
Good ticket.
What the fuck?
I know. And
that is wild.
all you need is like if I know he's that kind of better where he takes a lot of those higher prop guys in terms of 2 and 3. All you need is 1 or 2 of those,
And you are in bed.
and you're good. Like even if you missed, a plethora for months and months in the regular season, 1 or 2 of those you're way back. So, but yeah, that was Kenny's ticket there. Very tough. He's due for a big one.
He's due.
He is due for a big one. We'll move to another crazy ticket. This is talking about cash out values as well. This is from BR Betting. 427,000, almost 428,000 is the payout. It was Michigan to win the Natty Chip, the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, or the Chiefs to win the AFC, the 49ers to win the NFC. Is it Iga?
Mm-hmm.
Iga Swiatek to win the Ladies French Open, Celtics to win the NBA Finals, and the Joker to win the US Open. A bet of $754 to win just shy of 428K. So it talks about cashing out right now. Obviously, before this was posted before the Celtics ended up clinching it to head to the finals. But as this was posted on May 29th, just 2 days ago, the cash out was $39,431. Are you letting that ride if you get into a position like that?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I would say is
never, ever, ever, ever. Only way I'm ever cashing something like this out is if I put $10, my last 10 on it, I'm just fried 2 a.m. I'm just putting in a future. It's 8 months down the line, and now my cash out's 20 G's. Now I might just be I might think about it. But if I'm putting $754 in a future parlay, obviously it's throwaway money for this guy, but it's enough for me to be bro, I'm letting this ride, bro. Fuck, bro, you just be getting fucked, bro. What was this one too? I was gonna say there's another one. Was this one?
Here's another cash.
This was $27. I'm probably still letting this one ride because it's only one more. But this is where I think about it. I'm still letting this shit ride though. One more.
So this ticket is
shit me.
Another high cash out ticket. The Texas Rangers to win the World Series, which they did.
Fuck them.
Michigan to win the Natty Chip.
Fuck them.
Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Fuck them.
And then the last leg here is the Oilers to hoist the cup. $27 to pay $43,594.
You have to look at what they're giving. They're giving you $5K.
Now $5K is the cash out of
and
$27.
You're just 2 games in the series away.
Total of 6 games won away.
For $43K, you're telling me the 5Gs would be great, but it's just bro, I couldn't do it. And
it's tough though
there's
because
so many people that do it a lot. Do you remember the OKC guy? I think
he was going through it. Yeah, he cashed out.
He cashed out,
but the one thing that he said, BR Betting ended up doing a short little interview.
Good for him though.
The one thing he said was I've been sweating this for months, so my head's been all over the place. Ended up being a good cash out. Obviously.
Yeah, you can't do what bro did. You gotta let time do what time does. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
It was really getting to him.
Yeah.
The one thing he did say that I liked that he said about it is he was the cash out was I don't know, $80,000 I think, and he was that's more than a year's salary for me. I have a son at home. This is big for me. So if I was going to let this go and then obviously OKC lost, I think he still would have ended up cashing out.
Bro, that's why the cash out option is so diabolical. You should have to pay to look at the cash out option. This guy's just riding a ticket, bro, and then he sees $80K cash out and he's damn, that's more than what I make a year. I got a kid, I got a wife. You should have to pay to see that, bro. I don't know, obviously that one didn't hit. That was a good cash out.
But here's the thing.
But bro, there's people that do this in the middle of a tennis match, bro. You put in imagine someone who had fucking Iga in a parlay versus Okasaka. See, you're getting smoked 6-1 set 2. They're yeah, I'm cashing it. When it's 4-1 set 3, yeah, I'm cashing this out. She comes back and wins. When it comes to these big futures, it's a little bit more of a hyperbolic example in terms of the cash out because it's just so much money and so much time. But bro, I just hate how it's so you just see it and I know so many people have fucked themselves by cashing out, bro. And you know me, I'm a fan of cash out. Let you know, Tang.
It's also tough because if you're ever in that position, It's really hard to say no when 81,000 is staring at you on the screen.
That's why I think it's diabolical. That's literally why I think it's diabolical. Like, why are you even showing me that?
And I know there was
what?
a lot of people that were like upset about him cashing out because he could have got better odds, this, that, and the other. But the one thing I would say is like all the people that are commenting on that, you've never been in that position before where that kind of money is staring at you and you got to either make the decision, let it ride and lose it all, or take the money and run.
I mean, fair enough. I would just talk to the person who's making the comments. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm pretty consistent. You feel me? it could be the 100. Like, I forget. I think, was he close to $1 million?
The bet was going to be, I think, I forget, but I know it was maybe close to $1 million, maybe.
Bro.
I forget, but it was definitely high in the six-figure range. I know that for sure.
I've never seen $1 million Marco cash out.
Well, I mean, he's throwing hundreds of thousands on bets.
It's just the point.
All right, moving on to our Dinger Parlay series. This is a new series that we're going to do. We're going to be tracking. We're each going to be taking somebody, one or two guys. Today we'll be taking two guys each to hit a home run. And we're going to be tracking who sells who. Does my guy hit and Manny fucks us, or is it the other way around and I ruin the parlay for us? Dinger Parlay, two guys each. It is Friday, May 31st, and I do have two guys.
Well, we don't need. I mean, two guys are just, you got to keep one in the chamber if I don't like the one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I have. All right,
so parlay. Yeah.
So I'll save one. I'm gonna go pull it up right now just so I get the odds correct. This is in the Yankees game, the late game tonight. It's the very last game. They're at Oracle Park in San Francisco. And I'm going to be taking a guy that hasn't hit a home run in 5 games. And that's Giancarlo Stanton. And I think he is plus 550. Yes, he is. That's crazy value for him. And also a cool little note for this, too. He's played 3 games in his career against the San Francisco Giants, which was last season in April. And in the second and third game of that series, he homered in back-to-back games, both in Oracle. It's a home run friendly ballpark.
G. Fuck it, G. That is a home run friendly ballpark. It is. And he's not going to right field. He's going to left field. I was gonna say he might put one in the motherfucking wall.
I just see like 113 off the bat. Laser out to deep left and 550 cash there. So that's going to be my. I think that value is crazy.
Job.
We shouldn't be seeing plus 550 for Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah,
I know Jordan Hicks is on the mound, good pitcher there, but I like the chances here. The over's at 7.5, and we were just talking about that too. I think the over's going to happen.
I like the over in that game. We'll get to that later.
So I'll take my guy plus 550 for Giancarlo Stanton.
I'm going Bryce Harper. We had an opportunity because Miles Mikolas is on the mound to do a little same game parlay, but I don't mind you going away from you wanted to fade Aaron Nola.
I wanted to take some guy on the card.
That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted to do.
I ended up not liking.
Which is A-okay because I don't know if I necessarily feel like rooting for an Aaron Nola dinger today, even though I know he's going to give me one. I'll take Bryce Harper at plus 350, which I think plus 300.
I got 300 on ESPN,
down, which is a little short for Bryce, but just in terms of the matchup, I mean. I've seen him hit a fucking piss missile off Miles 2 years ago in the playoffs. Pretty sure he's hit another dinger off him before in his career. He's kind of struggled versus him recently. Well, we got a righty-lefty matchup for Bryce. 10 home runs at home. 10 home runs as when he's facing a right-hander. 3 when he's facing left-handers. I think it's a good spot for Bryce. Odds a little low. Puts our parlay at a good spot, though. Plus 2,500. Like, for a 2-leg home run parlay, you got one little long shot, one not too much juice. I like what we're fucking with here.
I think that's a good start for us here. And
you know what I mean? Two big juicers for us would have been a little sketchy. So I like where our heads are at. That's good chemistry right there.
And
you know what I mean?
We just stick to our roots. Manny's the Phillies fan. I'm the Yankees fan.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was only fitting that
might not happen again, but it will happen today.
That's true. It's only fitting. Our first dinger parlay would be our teams. It's just only fitting.
I don't think Bryce has homered in he hasn't homered since the Grand Slam in the Rocky series.
Wow.
That was almost 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, he's beyond due. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. Plus 2,500. Yeah. Stanton for a home run and Bryce Harper for a home run.
$15 get us on that?
$15 on this parlay would pay out $375.
Fuck it.
We gonna do it.
Fuck it.
We gonna do it.
Fuck it.
We gonna do it.
Shayla.
And I will be at that Phillies game tonight, so hopefully Bryce gets it done.
Yard. Oh,
and then we can just sweat for Stanton.
Oh, yes, sir.
I do want to mention this before we move on to briefly on Game 5 from last night in Minnesota. Darren Waller dropped a new song. I guess that's I don't even want to call it the diss track. It's kind of like a Taylor Swift breakup song.
I think he was making a song.
He got a lot of hate for that. And I think that's crazy because maybe I'm one of the few. I kind of fuck with it.
It wasn't bad. It's not that I'm going to play it again. It's just I didn't think it was bad. I don't think a lot of shit that people do in their free time is bad, though. I'm not one of them people, bro.
The autotune was a little heavy at the beginning.
I'm a big fan of people's hobbies, bro. That's what you want to do in your free time, bro. That's fire to me. Fuck it, bro. I see no difference between Darren Waller making music and like I said to you the other day, than Austin Reeves fucking going on a Corn Ferry Tour qualifier. Like, what's the fucking difference? This is what these guys do in the offseason, bro. Like, I'd much rather them do that than, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't know if I'd much rather them do that than other things, because there's some other things that I'd like to see them do, you know, a little Dennis Rodman effect. But there's other things that we could do that I wouldn't like to see those guys do. You know what I mean? Deshaun Watson, yeah. I mean, what if Deshaun Watson was just making music instead of going to the massage parlor? He'd look that way different right now. Something to think about when we make fun of Darren Waller.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Did we get the over last night in that game?
The Mavericks scored 124 points and were up by 29.5, and that's when I kind of stopped paying attention to what that thing was going to do. But I thought,
yeah, they did. It was a
overhit. Should have hit. Overhit. Flying colors. It hit over the number that you were saying that was over the number that was even listed. You could have hit it all fucking over. You literally could have hit it all over if you would have hit that. Or no, you would have been a point off. That'd been funny. If you bet all 228, could you imagine that? No, I don't think you could have even got that high from 208.
Probably not. 209.5 it was.
Damn, you could have hit a little all
So
over.
let's just talk about that. So in Game 5, the over-under, and this is the Western Conference Finals, it was 211.5. And they did go over that, obviously. No, they didn't. It was 206 was the final in Game 4 from 105-100. So they were under in that game. And the over was 3-1. And then Game 6, it was 209.5. And then in flying colors, it was 227 was the final there. We were talking about this yesterday, and we liked the over. Now, I didn't end up taking it, but that was a good little note there.
You could have hammered the over.
And now it's Mavs and Celtics in the NBA Finals. And we still have that ticket riding. Manny ended up putting $20 on Kyrie Irving to win the Finals MVP at plus 2,700, which is now what I just heard.
Plus 2K.
2,000 now.
But some guy, I forget his name, in the YouTube Shorts comment, my fault, Brody. I wish I could have just shouted out your username. He did make a good point. Because my whole point with the Kyrie parlay future, at the time we were doing the podcast, Luka was still laboring. Now, if you watched the game last night, the last two games, Luka looks like the best player in the world. So my ticket might be cooked. I thought whoever they physio is, y'all physio straight to conditioning program, Luka Doncic, first of all, I mean, shout out to y'all. After the game, he's drinking a beer. I don't think he's worried about the knee and the ankle. I think I'm fucked. We're going to need you know what we're going to need? To cash this ticket. Because it's gonna be this is kind of like the Warriors Cavs series. I'm gassing, but because it's not like that, but kind of. What I'm saying is, for the Mavs to win, it's gonna take Luka, Kyrie doing what LeBron and Kyrie did: 40-40, 30-30. I think 35-30. And I think if Kyrie can get on the better end of some of those 2-man 40 ball, maybe a 40 ball here, 34 up, 5 ball here, maybe a game winner, game 6 30 ball, game 7, we win it. We might have a chance. But the way Luka looked last night, Luka looked like legit the best player. Like, he looked like he's going to step over anyone who walks in front of him, bro. The first quarter, the Raiders game was on, so I don't know if you saw his first 3 shots, but he was like blood hunting off the tip off.
Late in that third quarter, too, Kyrie did start fucking stepping back, breaking.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Like, he's got it in him.
If Kyrie has to, I'm thinking the way Luka was playing, how he was moving, I'm thinking they're still going to get through this series, and to win the finals, the way Luka was moving is going to take a Kyrie takeover. Going back to his Boston, spitting on the court, giving fans the middle finger. He's lost them in the playoffs before. Like, I was just like, this is setting up for a Kyrie just fuck you series. Like, let me get this MVP, which it still could happen. But Luka just looks ridiculous right now, bro. Like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
You might need to just anything Luka, triple double, points, assists. Like it just might be a Luka ride.
Hey, the good part is we're in for a series, and this is the two best teams, two arguably best matchup that we could have asked for coming into the playoffs. You think or no? Based on teams, I think
I would have really liked.
I think the argument is
the only argument I'll
West.
give you is if anyone besides Darvin Ham was coaching the Lakers. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if the Nuggets. It's really just the West. We had a firm belief that the Celtics were going to get all the way through. It's really just if in the West is it.
I like this matchup a lot.
If you thought that the Nuggets could have had a better run at the Celtics, but just again based on what the Mavs are doing and how they looked in this series,
they look like the best team in the West.
I think that we're seeing the best matchup now with the Celtics and the Mavs.
Who you taking?
I'm taking the Mavs.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know what that value is
Mavs
on
are plus
that.
180.
Plus 180. Look, all they have to do is steal one in Boston, and they were able to win 2 in Minnesota to start this series. So, just win on the road, win 1 on the road, and come back to Dallas.
I'm very interested to see how this series plays out.
But this is very funny that we get in this matchup. There's a lot of hatred for Dallas sports. There's a lot of hatred for Boston sports. Well,
Yeah.
we're in the predicament where one of those teams has to win.
I hope Dallas gets a chip.
One of those cities has to win.
I hope Dallas can get another one, bro. Y'all got it, bro. I'm not even worried about shit.
And their hockey team's still playing too in the Western Conference Finals. So Dallas is rocking right now. Dallas is rocking.
Who's putting in the Dallas parlays?
I know who's got a Stars and Mavs ticket. Can we see that?
That's probably a joy. Oh, that's a good. We don't think about nothing, bro. Fuck.
All right, let's get to
I lock in.
one thing I want to highlight.
Oh wait, did y'all lose last night? Y'all lost last night.
Yeah, so it's 3-2. They're
not even that.
Rangers are
But
plus 360
I was just
on the
thinking. I
series.
just saw the ref's name.
Oh yeah. Oh, I should pull that up because that was a. Yeah, we need to highlight this after the Rangers lost. I don't think there was
nothing crazy going on.
There was nothing crazy, but let's just read this from Scouting the Refs here. And Davey Upper ended up quote tweeting this here. Florida is 11-0-1 in their last 10 games under O'Rourke, including playoffs. This is a referee in the NHL. The Rangers are 0-2 this postseason when O'Rourke is working. The Panthers are 2-0. And certainly whenever I see this on my timeline, the same day as the game, I always just know, well, Rangers aren't winning this one. So now the Rangers move to 0-3 this postseason when O'Rourke is working. Panthers are now 3-0. Heading back to Sunrise for Game 6. This is how I think about it. The Knicks got a Game 7 at MSG. They didn't win it. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart were in attendance with Coach Thibodeau. Rangers are going to force a Game 7. And just because the Knicks didn't win their Game 7, the Rangers are going to win their Game 7. And then they're going to go play the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final. And the Rangers will have 4 games at home.
It's just a brain dead way to look at it, but it whatever helps you sleep at night.
I had to say,
Do we have
find
any
some
idea?
positives.
What are are we getting good odds?
Plus 360 right now to win the series. To win the series. Now Stanley Cup, that's a different story.
I know y'all had the longest odds to win the cup.
Well, they
y'all
have
like
to
plus
now.
No, like even before the game last night, it was like plus.
Oh yeah,
600.
now they're plus 850.
To win this series plus 360. If you really believe in the Rangers, bro, you're basically betting them plus 360 to get a game.
Look, they can't. I'm excluding the when they pulled Igor last night. It was 3-1. They ended up getting one back late. I'm not counting that goal. You cannot win these games in the Eastern Conference Final this late in the year, scoring one goal. The only goal that they had was a shorthanded goal by Chris Kreider. Had all the momentum on their side at the Garden, at home, up 1-0, and then Panthers tie it, and then they get one with just about 10 minutes to go in the third, and the Rangers couldn't get anything going after that. Look, bottom line, the Panthers are the better team 5-on-5.
Plus 3.
But if the core Rangers can just find it in them to give some goal support for Igor Shesterkin, build his confidence even more with a lead.
I don't even know if it's that deep. Have you already won a game down there?
Yeah, they won an overtime.
We're getting 390 to win a game. Like, all I'm saying is if I'm going back, I don't like.
If they get to Game 7 back to MSG, they're winning that game. That's plain and simple. So plus 360 for them to win the series. Basically, what that comes down to in my eyes is they just have to win Game 6 in Sunrise.
You have a coin flip.
And then it's Game 7. Two best words in sports. At the Garden. Come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
What are the odds for Game 6? What am I, like?
They're plus 140, I believe. Plus 145 to win Game 6 in Sunrise.
Yeah, I forgot. They really have y'all losing this. They really have y'all losing this year.
Well, I mean, I don't blame them for that. I mean, Florida gets a home game to send themselves to the Stanley Cup Final. I don't blame them for being the favorites. They're at home. The Rangers were underdogs last night.
Yeah, no.
In their own building. They're going to be underdogs the rest of the way, even if they win this game. I guarantee you that they're probably, maybe even if it's plus 105.
Might be chalked, brother.
I can't think like that yet. It's not over till it's over. I got to keep the spirits up.
Hey, we might find a lock, though. Panarin shot on goal might be a lock.
He's got to get one in the net. He's got to.
He had like 3 shots on goal.
Lafreniere scoring again. I know that was the late goal, but again, I was a game off on Kreider. Damn it.
That wasn't his advantage at goal, but
yeah,
good to see Mika get in there, get a shot, get out.
Finally,
yeah, type shit.
He got an assist. Oh, he got some points on the board. Yeah. Wow, he's got more turnovers than points in this series. It's really awesome.
Might be GG.
It's really awesome. All right, I want to briefly touch on this. I have this highlighted on our sheet here. Saquon Barkley has his own section on FanDuel Sportsbook.
Oh, yeah, I'm pulling that up.
Thank you.
Actually, some good ones to take, bro.
Thank you to FanDuel for pissing every Giants fan off. Look, again, I'm going to go back on this and just say I'm not mad that Saquon went to the Eagles, but I think we're just overstepping a little bit for Saquon at the end of May to have his own section.
Okay, whenever you're done bitching,
I am done bitching.
And you're ready to lock in now?
I'm locking in.
We can make some fucking money.
Okay.
Because Saquon Barkley to get 1,000 regular season rushing yards is minus 115. 8 touchdowns is minus 115 as well. I don't like that for a future, but if you're down to throw bow money on a bet and just let it sit like in a fucking investment fucking account, that's gonna hit. Now I want you to power rank these, keep in possibility odds, but these are some shit I would actually take.
Power rankings. How many are we going through?
3.
3 of them. Okay.
We'll give you 3 bets, power rank these. Saquon Barkley to score 3+ regular season touchdowns versus New York Giants, plus 500. Saquon Barkley to record 1,250 regular season rushing yards, plus 380. Saquon Barkley to lead the NFL in regular season rushing yards, plus 1,000. Can read them again for you if you need.
So the last one leading the league in rushing yards, let's put that at 3 at plus.
Really? For plus 1,000? You understand DeAndre Swift was like 3rd, 4th in rushing with us? Just I want you to understand that for a second.
But we're just talking.
No. It's okay. Just go ahead.
All right. What was the second one that was 1,250?
Saquon Barkley to record 1,250 regular season rushing yards, plus 380.
Plus 380. I'm going to put that too. And I'm going to put the going against his old team.
3 touchdowns, right? I want to take that.
I know it's 2 games.
I almost want to put 100 on that, bro.
But I think if they find themselves at the goal line, maybe even the 3 or 4 yard line, I think the Eagles are going to be more inclined to give him the ball instead of just doing
100%. There's no more Boston Scott. There's no more giant killer. He's gone.
And the first time that they play this season,
there's a new giant killer. It has to be, bro.
The first time that they play this season is at MetLife.
Nah, bro. I might.
So in his own building, I could see him scoring 2 in that game, and then he would just have to get 1 in Philly. It's one of the last games of the season.
I might put 200 on this to win $1,000.
And that's plus 500. I like that.
Just to let it sit there. Could literally put 1,800 with 900. Just do a loop, just put it in there. I'm gonna get this back. Saquon's gonna get this back for me. 3 tuts.
Saquon section on FanDuel really firing up Eagles fans, as you can see. Not Giants fans. All right, back to our new segments on the show. Who burnt us and cash cows. Who burnt us? You can kind of do the math on that. Who sold us?
Oh fuck! I forgot about this parlay.
Who lost us money?
Oh no.
So I'm going to give a shout out here to Chili Bets. I've been tailing a couple of his parlays recently. I've just been seeing him posting them on Twitter. Delco guy too. So
shout out.
Got to reach out and have a conversation with you, brother. So he had a parlay. I believe this was Tuesday. He had Shohei Ohtani for an RBI and the alternate under at 9.5. Dodgers were playing the Mets. He had Marcell Ozuna for an RBI and the alternate under 9.5. And on top of that, he had it was the Phillies. It was Phillies alternate under 9.5 and Alec Bohm for an RBI. Now I wasn't able to get that in before the Phillies game had started, so I missed out on the Bohm play. Bohm didn't get an RBI in that game, so that ended up losing. But I took the first two of Ohtani RBI alternate under and Ozuna RBI alternate under, and then since I was late to the Phillies party, I put in Yankees money line. Now talk about who burnt us. The Dodgers had a 6-run 8th inning.
What was your ticket to pay out, by the way? I'm sorry.
It was plus 3,000. So I put $10 on it to win 300. So if everything else hit, and on top of that, in that Braves game, home against the Nationals, they lost that game. They only had 2 runs, and Ozuna had one of those RBIs. So like everything was just on pace, and then a 6-run 8th inning paired with a 1-run 9th inning. There were 7 total runs there. They ended up winning that game. The Dodgers 13-3. So we were well over that 9.5.
6-run 8th inning is insane.
And then the Yankees ended up winning 2-1 late in the late game against the Angels. So that was just a bad 8th inning away from a $10 plus 3,000.
Chili, you can blame this motherfucker, Chili. Keep him far away from your bets.
I know. I'm on a little slump right now, brother. I'm on a slump right now, brother.
But now the bone one didn't hit though, so it actually wasn't your fault. We won't blame you for this one.
I'm liking the parlays there. You do a little RBI. They're tougher because like that's a little bit of a sweat. I mean, yeah. I'd like to take more of the teams that are hot. You know, guys on the Orioles, guys on the Guardians, guys on the Yankees, guys on the Phillies.
Maybe we should do RBIs too with the dinger parlays. We should do like the RBIs and then the dinger because
I just want to ride the hot teams.
No, we'll just see how this works out. Because I think if we did both, we did 2 RBI parlay and then a dinger. But we do have the 4-leaf clover too. We don't want to be on the show fucking actually like just shelling off. Like.
So do you have any cash cows, or no? Because I don't. Because I'm in a slump.
Nope.
So we will be skipping the cash cow. That's bad. That's bad. We're skipping the cash cow segment for today because we don't have any. I'll just mention that
my fault. No, Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm. I fucking forgot about them, but we'll get to them.
Yeah. I still have plus 125 before the Rangers series started for the Rangers to win, and then after they lost game 1, I got plus 250. So hoping that they win these next 2 games, I'm going to end up taking that plus 360 as well.
That's an insane line.
But okay. All right. So let's briefly touch on, we did talk about the refs. We'll briefly touch on Anthony Volpe and the 21 game hit streak snapped.
Day late.
Snapped 21 games.
Trent, are you in our studio, Trent?
Book it with Trent.
Are you in our studio when we play our show?
Decided to take Anthony Volpe, and the streak is over. He's 0 for 4 last night with a walk. 21 game hit streak. Sayonara. Trent got a lot of bad DMs last night. I saw that tweet.
Yep. Goes back to the talk we had earlier in the week. How do you feel when Trent's on your fucking team? How do you feel when Trent's on your fucking player when he's riding a 21 game hit streak and you put the parlay in that morning for him to be a fucking hit?
But I got to give him a little bit of credit. I mean, he snapped on the Panthers last night. He snapped on the Yankees over last night.
Clap it up for Trent, because they don't be clapping it up for Trent. They don't be giving you credit, Trent. Hey, and we said on the show that he did go 7 for 8 in the Minnesota Denver series.
Minus the fact that he did have the Timberwolves minus 4.5 last night.
It's all right. That's all right. He wanted to root for the comeback at home.
Hey, 66% last night on his bets.
Well, day
2 for 3.
If we do that every day, Trent, they're not going to make fun of you no more. They're going to beg you to root with their bad bet on your team, but I don't think that's going to happen no time soon, my boy. But we love you.
Yep.
We love you.
Okay. We have to get to the WNBA. And what we're doing with the WNBA is, as these other sports are getting very close to the end of their seasons and wrapping up their seasons with the finals starting on Thursday and the NHL Stanley Cup final, very, very close to our final 2 matchups there, our final matchup there, I should say. We want to be riding a WNBA team to follow this season. Do. Okay, so we kind of made a list of 4 teams that we think we want to follow. And this is just because, mainly on the betting side, but we also want to root for these teams as well. So we narrowed it down to 4 teams. The Seattle Storm.
I'm full fanning out. Like I think we have but I'm full fanning.
I think we have our team.
I'm following
for sure.
them and shit. Like yeah, and they're just gonna get my money by proxy.
So we have the Storm in there.
But I'm fanning the fuck out.
Top 4 teams that we're gonna end up picking one right now. But the top 4 teams that we made a list of is the Storm, the Liberty, the Dream, and the Lynx. And last night we had our bet of the Seattle Storm money line over Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, and they won with flying colors. That -4.5 was the line, and they did murder that.
Like more than
right before game time, went to 5.5, and they cleared that again with flying colors. Shout out to the Seattle Storm, because that, I think we were in agreement. The Seattle Storm is going to be the team that we're following.
Jewel Lloyd is just too tough. What was it? The Golden Mamba?
That's what they put in.
The Gold Mamba? The Golden Mamba?
Golden Mamba. The
tough.
WNBA YouTube account put that in the description of the video. We didn't make that up, by the way.
Jalen Brunson bag for you.
Yeah, okay.
I like her bag personally.
You're gonna have to say that again. Your comparison.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay. Jewel Lloyd comparison, Jalen Brunson. And we did watch a bunch of highlights, and it's very, very similar.
And after watching the game last night, it was pretty similar.
It's very similar.
It was pretty similar. She had a post up on Caitlin Clark. Oh, I was in the highlight. Backed her down, it was very Jalen Brunson-esque. But this is no shade. Like, after doing some looking around, bro, there's a couple teams. Do we put the Dream on there?
Yep.
So it's Dream versus Aces tonight. I got to tap in that game because the Dream has a couple young players that we might have to. If we can do like an Eastern Conference team, Western Conference team, we might have to do that because I'm gonna have to watch that game tonight. But tap them WNBA. We're gonna be throwing the money around. I mean, I'm sorry, women. That's just how I get involved in things, is investment. That's the best way I can learn what you're going on in your game is investment. So we here. We're not gonna be mad if it costs us money. We tapping in. And I actually want to get your opinions on this because we kind of talked about it before the show. But like, I do fuck with Caitlin Clark. We not gonna choose the Fever. I do feel like people aren't gonna give her enough time. That's just one thing I do want to say about Caitlin Clark is I don't feel like people giving her enough or ain't gonna give her enough time at all. Listen, I don't know how often these girls come to WNBA and are just fucking the best in the league. You know what I mean? Year one, but I'm sure it's gonna take her a full season or two. Maybe a season and a half a season. Like, I did not think she was going to come off the rip and start sprinting. She did have 30 a couple other nights. I didn't think she was going to come out of here and start spraying 30 pieces, bro. Like, we got to have, like, a gauge. Like, she did look like she is the GOAT, like the college GOAT, but, like, you know what I mean? It's going to take a second. I think we see Caitlin Clark 30 pieces maybe next year, like, consistently. Maybe even end of this year. If we got playoff Caitlin Clark, it could be a little different, but her team is just a little, yeah. But I'm interested to see how she adjusts, bro. I feel like people are on her ass and like actually want to see her fail, which is just weird, bro.
Yeah, I think that's just because of the success factor.
I think it's because there's just so many people that are just rooting for her. I don't think people fuck with that, bro. I don't know why, but like when there's like just I don't know, not even a hype train, because I wouldn't even say she has a hype train, bro. I feel like that's just deserved. Like, you're the leading scorer in college basketball, like, whatever. That is deserved. I don't think people like that, bro, at all. It's not even just, people were just saying, too, like, it's the girls in WNBA that don't like that. Grown men don't like that shit, bro. Like, fuck it. Like, what do you mean, fuck that car? She nasty. I hope she succeeds, bro. It's gonna take a little bit to adjust, though. These girls are... You know, I watched the Storm game last night. They wasn't playing. I heard they got her mitt. She wasn't playing. She said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, she was showing back.
She wasn't playing.
Back.
That's why I think she's gonna be all right. I think it's gonna take her a little bit of time. Team's a little mid. You know what I mean? So it's easier for her to get. Because I mean, she played with like Sabrina and Brianna Stewart. You can't face guard that. She played on the Dream. You can't face guard that. Like, you can only face guard that because she plays on the Storm, or not the Storm, because she plays on the Fever. Got the Storm stuck in my head. Imagine her and Jewel Lloyd. Oh my God, that backcourt would feed fucking families, but I'll take Skylar Diggins.
We have found our team.
We have Skylar Diggins.
The Seattle Storm
we're good.
The team of the program. Going to be following that all season long as our sports start to head to their off seasons, and we will just have baseball. And also, let's just make a note of this, too. There's a lot of great baseball being played right now.
A lot of great baseball.
A lot of top teams with insane records.
This show is going crazy right now.
So this
going crazy.
Yeah. Phillies and Yankees, top 2. And
is it setting up? We like to talk about narratives and scripts. Right? Is it setting up?
Let me roll my eyes harder.
It's giving Yankees Phillies, October.
It's giving Luis Heel for
6 earned runs in the bank, game 5.
AL Cy
to
Young
put the
winner
Phillies
plus
up
3,000.
3-2, going to
Tap
New
in.
York. It's giving.
Imagine also we're gonna be going.
We would have to get. Wait,
We're
doesn't
gonna see that matchup in the regular season. It's at the end of July. They got a 3-game set at Citizens Bank Park.
We're going. Get your coin right.
We already have like 8 tickets to all 3 games.
Oh.
So
I'll be there and get my coin right.
yep.
Say less. Where do y'all sit?
I don't know where he got him. I think on the first base side.
Might get some.
But yeah, we got like 8 ticks.
Say less.
I know we're not going to be using it, all 8 of them, for every single game. I think it's only Monday, Tuesday. And Wednesday's a day game. We should just go to the day game.
They're so corny for setting that up on a weekday.
Well, I said that too. And then other people said to me, well, the Yankees and the Phillies are still going to be, both fan bases are going to bring out their fans to make a quote-unquote salad on a weekday.
Yeah. That'd just be such a sick.
You can't put them on a weekend.
That'd be such a sick, like, Fox weekend series.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
But they'll probably get the Tuesday, like, TBS game or whatever.
right.
Late July.
My fault, TBS.
Right. Curtis Granderson, J-Roll and company.
Oh!
We're
fried.
That's the
The
studio.
4-leaf clover.
Oh, yeah. We are dumb.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry, guys.
I actually forgot that.
Holy fuck. Is it placed?
Yeah, it's placed. Why don't you tell them about it? Log in.
All right, so along with the dinger parlays, we're dropping a 4-leg parlay on every single show. And call it the 4-leaf clover. The game, that name might be a little.
I kind of like it. We're sticking with it.
Do you like it?
I like it.
Do you guys like the 4-leaf clover name? Let us know in the comments. This is the 4-leaf clover. So we had a little bit of debating going on. We were thinking about doing it on the show, but I now think about we saved a good bit of time hashing this out before we got on the show, to be honest, because the debate would have went a little long. We got Carlito Alcaraz versus Sebastian Korda in the French Open. Him to win 3-0, -115. Great odds on the ESPN bet. Shout out. Phillies -1.5. We got boots on the ground. That's just always an automatic win. Aaron Nola on the bump. I like us.
I like that. Boots on the ground. Yep.
Edmonton Oilers +110 tonight in Dallas. Coming off a big win. Can they rattle off 2 in a row? I like how the boys are skating around. We were kind of thinking Dallas. We were thinking a lot of things with this fucking game, but we ended up like I want to root for McDavid, so we're just gonna go over this fucking money line. Fuck it. Then Yankees money line to end the night off. 10-15 game. Yankees in San Fran. Who's on the bump?
Marcus Stroman.
Marcus Stroman's on the bump. We'll see a do-rag out, so I'm good for that. For my last leg. No problems with me, bro. He's not gonna send me with the do-rag on. $15 gets you $2.15 for the first 4-leaf clover. Like, does that roll off the tongue? Like 4-leaf clover?
Tell them the odds.
Plus 1335. 15 and win 2. I mean, it's gonna pop on the screen and shit. You know what I mean? But let me know how you feel about the name, bro. I feel like we had to come with a different name than 4-leaf clover.
All right. Well, if you guys can let us know a better name for that, then because we're all out of sorts here. I kind of like it. I think
it's on fire. Maybe if this hits, we'll see how this parlay does.
Yeah. We first of all,
if it hits, we have to call it the 4-leaf clover.
Watch Carlito just not
lose to Sebastian Korda.
First leg, because that's the early.
Then we can't call it the 4-leaf clover anymore.
Okay, fine. But then we'll have to think of another name.
Perfect.
All right.
I'm already on that train right now.
All right, so that's the show. Just to recap, we talked a little bit about some cash out debates. Kenny McAndrews' big bullshit loss and Alek Manoah. We did our new series with our Dinger Parlay, where we're picking guys to, each of us will provide one player to hit a home run. We're going to be parlaying that. We had plus 2,500 for Giancarlo Stanton and Bryce Harper.
Yeah, let me send you some more for that right now.
Saquon Barkley had his own section on FanDuel, power ranking some of the best bets on there. Our 2 new segments as well. Who burnt us? The bets, the teams, the players that burnt us. And that was the Dodgers in this episode. Cash cows, since I'm slumping, I didn't have any, but the Seattle Storm are the cash cows as they just mollywopped the Indiana Fever.
I think they will continue to be that.
They will continue to be that. Just be on the lookout to be taking them every single game. I like the spread for most of their games, especially when they're underdogs. I'm going to be taking whatever, plus 4.5, plus 5, whatever the hell it is.
Easy.
Our nasty narratives, well, the refs bookmark, well, Rangers lose when the narratives are that when a certain NHL ref is reffing their game, they lose. Well, they kept that narrative alive. 0-2 with their one O'Rourke, and now it's 0-3. Anthony Volpe's hit streak was snapped because of Trent. I'm not being an asshole. No, it's not because of Trent. 21 hit game, 21 hit streak snapped. And then our WNBA teams, we had a list of 4: the Storm, the Liberty, the Dream, and the Lynx. And we did take the Seattle Storm as our team to follow this WNBA season. That's the program. That's the show. We will see you next week. Good luck this weekend. Have some beers this weekend. Hit some bets. Be great. Do all the things. Been listening and watching to the All Day Everyday Show.
Let's hit the bro.
With All Day AJ Manuel.
Go 2 for 2. I actually feel good about our bet.
Oh, and the 4-leaf clover.
Is that a bad thing? I feel great about our bet.
I think that's a good thing. You gotta like hype yourself up for them.
I think we need to open with the 4-leaf clover too.
We should open for that. Yeah, I actually just forgot to write
No,
on the sheet.
I completely forgot too.
Thank God, because I was almost about to rap after the WNBA.
I know, bro. Trust me, I could feel the rap coming.
See you this weekend, or see you after the weekend, guys. Have a good weekend.